Hello guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, listen. We talked about this before on the channel, man, about how just wild people are and outwardly open when they're committing crimes in public, no matter how heinous the crime is. Today I want to talk about a story that happened out there in Memphis. Shout out Memphis, Tennessee, over the weekend. It's involving this animal right here. And yes, this man is an animal. This is not a human being, because what he did was inhumane to this woman. And I'm not going to tell you what he did. I'm going to let the video do the talking. But this guy right here, man, the way they describe him and how he is, he either had a death wish or he was wishing for incarceration, which he got. But in my opinion, people like this need to be taken out. Sometimes criminals are getting second, third, fourth, sometimes 10 times chances to keep showing and proving that they're nothing more than animals in the street. This guy right here is proof of that. Take a look at this story, and what he did is shocking. Look.
First at 6 tonight from your news leader, a Memphis man charged with a horrible crime. Police have charged Marshawn DeMarcus Fox with kidnapping and raping a woman over the weekend. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Stephanie Skurlock.
I'm Greg Hurst. Thank you for joining us, and we'll start with a warning. The details of the alleged crimes are disturbing. WRG's Mike Sirianni has been working on this story and has this report.
I just see him out washing cars, and I see him talking bad to women sometimes, but that don't be my business.
This man, who didn't want to give his name, says he knows Marshawn DeMarcus Fox, the man charged with aggravated rape and especially aggravated kidnapping. He says Fox lives in this shed in the 4100 block of Jackson. He says he's learned to steer clear of Fox.
He done came at me one time like he gonna do something to me, so I just stopped messing with him.
This shed is where Fox allegedly held a woman against her will for 3 days. According to Memphis police, the victim says she was walking along the 3700 block of Jackson October 4th when a vehicle driven by someone she knew pulled up. A passenger in that car got out, put a gun to her head, and forced her into the vehicle. The victim told police she was dropped off here, and a man dragged her into the shed and reportedly forced her to perform sex acts. She says he attempted to rape her. He beat her with his fists and burned her with a blowtorch. This man says Fox was known to have women in his shed.
He had women back there more than one time, though. I done seen him before. I stay right up the street.
The victim was able to escape after 3 days, and while police were transporting her to the Rape Crisis Center, she saw Fox on the street and ID'd him as her attacker. This man hopes Fox pays for what he's accused of.
Well, if he did wrong, he got to accept it.
For your news leader, I'm Mike Sirianni, WREG News Channel 3.
All right, guys, you've seen it. That's a heinous act, and it's trifling. And besides him being should have shame for himself for what he did, he need to have shame for that shack he was living in. Did you see that place? It was a lawnmower shed with 2 turnstile windows for air to come in there. And he locked the woman up in there. That's a utility shed, and he was living in it at 42 years old. What kind of life decisions did he make that led him to live in that situation? Said the woman was walking down the street. So he said he held her for 3 days. So evidently this must have been Friday, because he got caught on Monday. So she's walking down the street, minding her own business. He's in the passenger side of his best friend's ride. Walked up, jumped out the car, put the gun on her. Get in the car. You look good. I want you. Under no circumstances should anybody be walking down the street, especially a woman, and a guy jump up and just pick her like fruit. This is craziness. War on women continues. I remember a long time ago, people like, oh, women ain't safe, this and that. I used to be one of them dudes like, man, come on, man, cut it out. And then I started paying attention, because I never watched the news. I started paying attention to the news, and more and more and more of these stories are coming up of how crazy people are out here, especially a lot of guys that don't have restraint of their own damn body or sexual desires. This is trifling. It's trifling. And no amount of incarceration will fix that in him. You can't fix horny. You can't. Or perversion in somebody's mind. How they feel is how they feel. This guy grabbed this chick, beat her up, took her to the place, beat her up, violated her, then burnt her with a blowtorch. Held her captive. She escaped on her own. Think about this. This guy was in there doing his stuff. They had leave her locked up in there and then do whatever he's doing out in the street and come back and do whatever he was going to do again. What kind of hate is that for humanity? Let alone women. What kind of hate is that? 42 years old and he doing shit like this? Guarantee you if he horny as hell like that, he sure probably got kids somewhere. What kind of message you sending? Don't even matter. He need to be taken out of here. You can't lock this guy up and fix him. As I told you, the justice system's a joke. Here he is in Memphis. In somebody's car. And my thing is this, how you kidnap somebody in a car with a dude driving? What, you scared him too? Hey, we're gonna go find a woman. You gonna drive. Hit the gas. Something ain't right. What kind of dude are you to where you'll see a man kidnap a woman and you'll drive? Why the other guy ain't locked up? Something off. Something off. But I will tell you this dude right here need to see the flowers. Under no circumstances should anybody be victimized like that. A blowtorch? I'm thinking like when he's saying blowtorch, I'm not thinking about the kind on wheels where you got to go and hit that acetylene and all of that. I'm thinking about one of them propane torches that you can get, them cheapy ones you can buy from a hardware store. Still, we got that blue flame on, that blue flame serious. That'll burn a hole right through you. You burnt somebody with that because they refused to give you some ass? Come on, man. Come on, man. The level of savagery out here right now is at an all-time high. How you explain that in the courtroom? Then this guy right here probably a regular common criminal. You heard the old man? No respect for elders. Yeah, he said something to me like he was going to do something to me. I just left him alone. There are people that are bullies out here in society. I think this guy is one of them. He don't get his way, he act the fool. I do story after story after story about these type of dude that wind up killing women in front of their kids and all types of stuff. He come off as that type. 42 years old, you got to steal ass. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how it is to be a woman. And I wouldn't want to go through any type of rape or anything like that. But I mean, come on. To have yourself being forced on by somebody you don't want, invasion of your body, like that's why that's a very serious crime. And I think no amount of incarceration, that type of stuff should result in death, because once you invade somebody like that, it's like you're taking their body with their soul inside of it. That's a whole new next level of terrorism to me. And you will have to go after that, because that person can never look at you again without thinking about what you did, which is totally fucked up. It's a violation of somebody's civil rights. Their right to walk down the street without being touched. Their right to, you know what I'm saying, to their own body without you even trying to impose yourself on it. This guy could have had all kind of diseases. And if he's doing that type of stuff to a girl he don't know, how many times he did something crazy to somebody else. See, crimes like this are a buildup. He did that confidently. So that means what? He had practice. I'd take him outside and take his head off. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, man. It's a new type of criminal. We need a new type of justice out here. For real. A new type of punishment. You can lock people up all day long, but that don't fix what's going on inside them. That's the thing. Being locked up is similar to somebody say, go wait in the corner. You never think about what you did. You just think about what you're going to do when you get back out. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. And one more thing. You ever notice the priorities of a lot of men are messed up? And that's one of the contributing problems of why we got so much crime out here. A lot of people don't know their why, or, you know, the meaning of their own existence. That guy lived in a lawnmower shed, y'all. He had way more pressing issues to worry about getting himself straight than trying to take some ass from a woman. Just the mindset. Like I go by the mindset. This guy lived in a hot ass shed. I know he was miserable and he was angry, but he put that anger on somebody else and tried to have them endure the same shit he was going through living in that one room shack. It's crazy how these men don't self-reflect when they're by themselves and say, you know what, I gotta get myself straight. Hey, if I get myself straight, it'll attract the type of females in which I'm doing crazy stuff too, but they never figure that out. That's the part that's crazy. You can be a butt ugly man, but if you get yourself right, your achievements will make you look attractive. Nobody ever figures that out. Thanks for listening.